Dragon Ball Daima is the newest series in the Dragon Ball franchise. In the series, Goku gets turned into a kid again. Wait, haven't we seen this before?
Take the grand tour, running out. GT.
Yeah, but this time it's different because everyone is a little turd instead of just Goku. So, with this new series, Tamashii decided to start a Figuarts line based off of it. And to be honest, I was not at the least bit excited when I saw these. It's not that the prototypes look bad on display, it's just that they didn't look like anything special. But after watching some of Daima, let's just say the show changed my perspective on these figures, and I became more interested in them. So I went ahead and snagged the first figure in this line, Goku, and well, was he worth it? First, we're going to check out Goku's packaging. The box is the typical Dragon Ball Figuarts packaging, but it does a few things a little differently. First off, I really love the way Goku is displayed holding his power pole. I like to see them do this more with their packaging for their figures. Then also on the front, we can see a huge blown up image of the figure, and we can see the name of the figures in a reflective purple, which looks really nice. Here's each side of the box. The back of the box does a good job showing off some of the fun things that this figure can do. Overall, the box is pretty cool, so let's now see how this guy is. If I'm being honest with y'all, I did not expect this figure to be good. I thought it was just going to be mid because the promos were underwhelming. But let me just say, I was wrong, and the promos did not do this figure justice. It actually looks way better in person and has been so damn fun to play with. To start off with, he is bite-sized and tiny. He's even smaller than the GT Kid Goku, which is crazy, because I didn't even think that they could get smaller than him, but they did.
Who are you? I'm you 10 minutes from now. Damn it, you are handsome. I was just thinking the same. We are sexy. We are sexy bitches, yeah!
And what's even crazier is despite his tininess, he still looks really nice. But even though he looks nice, I don't think he resembles how he does in Daima. The proportions on him don't match that well with how he looks in the show. I really think it's a head and face sculpt, because if you've seen the series, then you know Goku really doesn't resemble this. Yes, he turns into a kid again, but he doesn't just become big-eyed and big-headed. Like, the hair, mainly the bangs, is too thick, and I don't feel like I'm nitpicking here, because multiple times in the show has shown his bangs and hair not being like this. And the same goes for the faces. They look good, but they aren't accurate to the source. The smiling face, which I believe is based off this promo art from the show, really doesn't resemble it all that well. The eyes are too big and the jaw is too boxy, which is a problem with all the faces actually. And honestly, this face to me looks more like Goten than Goku. And once again, I'm not saying it looks bad, I'm just saying it doesn't look like the source. For example, here's the Dragon Stars version, and I think they did a better job at nailing the likeness with the face and hair. I think the proportions on it look more accurate as well. I know, call me crazy for saying the Dragon Stars is more accurate, but I really think it is. And as I've said, I'm not saying that this figure looks bad, I'm just saying it isn't the most accurate looking figure. But once I looked past that, I was able to enjoy this figure for what he is, a mini Goku. He does look really good despite the inaccuracies, like there's plenty of wrinkles in his gi and the color looks good on it. Then for his boots, I think they look really neat. So, like I've said a million times by now, he does look good and overall he is a nice figure to look at. But if you're looking for something that is more accurate to the source, then this guy probably isn't for you. But if you want a cool and fun looking pocket fig, then it's all good. To start off with his accessories, Goku comes with 4 interchangeable faceplates. He comes with a happy smiling face, which, as I've stated, it looks good, but it isn't the most accurate looking face. Then he has a stern resting face, which does look good, but it doesn't feel accurate either. It just seems too big-eyed and square-jawed to look like him doing this face in the series. Next is a side-eye teeth gritted face and angry yelling face, and these faces look a little bit more accurate to me. And overall, all the faces do look really good, despite my problems with their inaccuracies, because at the end of the day, they're supposed to look like Goku, and they do that job well. Goku then comes with an alternate windy hairpiece. This hairpiece can be used for any sort of action pose you can think of. Also, to go with this hair, he comes with an alternative bottom skirt piece. This piece can be used for a variety of action poses. It also helps his legs get a better range, since a normal one does limit it some. Next, Goku comes with 2 fisted hands, 2 fighting stance hands, 2 open hands, and 2 weapon holding hands. The weapon holding hands are used to hold his power pole. The power pole is a really dope and fun accessory to have. It's really fun putting Goku in poses with it. And lastly, Goku comes with a sheath force power pole. Kid Goku's look isn't complete without it, and you can even remove the power pole piece from it so you don't have to worry about it being in the way while he's holding the power pole. Overall, for the price point of $35, the accessories are good. And so the next question you might be wondering is that since he's so small, is his articulation good?
A 1, 2, 3, 4, a boom, boom, boom. A D, D, D. A martial artist's life is the only life for me. I've been jumping and running, and that's no lie. If I stay in one place, then I'm gonna die. Oh yeah. Yeah! Bum, bum, bum! Dee. A martial artist life is the only life for me. I said a martial artist life is the only life for me! Yeah, B.
And yes, his articulation is really good for his size. To begin with, his head can look a good ways upwards and really far downwards. Then it can tilt and move well all around. His arms can go this far upwards, and if you use the butterfly joint, you can actually get them to go up a little bit more. He has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows that bend slightly past 90 degrees, which really isn't the worst for this figure. Then he has typical SH Figuarts wrist movement. Then his arms can cross over one another going forwards, and then they can go this far backwards. Now, since he's so tiny, he doesn't have any diaphragm articulation or ab crunch. This figure relies on a waist joint to move the upper body, and it works pretty well. Then his legs can kick this far forwards, which isn't that bad. His legs go this far backwards and not far outwards. But if you use his alternative skirt piece, then the legs can get more range, especially going backwards and outwards. And he has rotation at the upper thigh. His knees can bend a little past 9 degrees, and then he has amazing ankle articulation and a toe joint. Overall, the articulation is really good on this figure for his size. He has literally been able to hit just about any pose I can think to put him in. So now, let's see how he stacks up next to some other figures. First, here's Daima Goku next to the store exclusive Kid Goku. Here we can see how much of a size difference separates these two. And if you were wondering if the store exclusive Goku's power pole works with the Daima version, I can say it doesn't because it's too big to fit in the fig's hands. Next, here's Daima Goku next to the GT Goku, and here we can see that the Daima Goku is a tad bit smaller. What's crazy to me is that the Daima Goku and GT Goku came with around the same amount of accessories, and yet GT Goku retails for way more. So bang for your buck, the Daima Goku comes out on top. But I sure do love the look of the GT Kid Goku. Also, none of their parts are interchangeable, so you can't put the GT Goku head on the Daima body. Next, here he is next to Demoniacal Fig Goku, here he is next to Full Power Frieza, here he is next to Kid Buu, here he is next to King Gojo, here he is next to Luffy, and lastly, here he is next to Storm Collectibles Yujiro Hama. So to wrap up what I think about this figure, I have to say he's good. For $35 you get a good looking figure with fun accessories and good articulation. Now, I still think his likeness to the series isn't the best, but that isn't to say he looks bad, because he does look good, it's just that he doesn't look like Daima Goku to me. This figure looks more like a mini, funny, cute looking Goku, which is fine, but this figure is based off him in the series, so I'd like the likeness to be better and look more like it, because I love the way Goku looks as a kid in the series, so it does disappoint me that this figure doesn't match it the way I want it to. But despite that, this figure has still been really damn fun to own. If you want one, he's up for pre-order on Amazon for $35, or you can get him now from Amazon Japan or Hobby Genki. I definitely would recommend this figure as he's a good little figure to own. Next up in the line is Vegeta and Piccolo, and well, Vegeta just looks mid to me, but Piccolo looks a little dope. Still uncertain if I'll cop those though. Who knows? Shit, y'all know me. I'll probably end up folding. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you guys for all the recent love and support. Y'all are the best, and I love making new videos for y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.